The giant manufacturing plant outside Detroit, Michigan, had gone silent. Not the normal silence of a lunch break. Not the calm quiet of a shift change. This was the kind of silence that cost millions of dollars. A state-of-the-art machine worth nearly $50 million sat motionless in the center of the factory floor while over 100 engineers surrounded it with exhausted faces and empty ideas. For 3 straight weeks, the machine had refused to work. The best experts in the country had examined every wire, every sensor, every circuit board, and every software update. Nothing had solved the problem. Executives were panicking. Investors were asking questions. Workers feared layoffs. And then, on an ordinary Tuesday afternoon, a tired single dad carrying a dented toolbox walked through the factory doors. Before we continue, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and the idea that greatness can come from the most unexpected people, please take a moment to like this video, leave a comment, share it with someone who needs inspiration, and subscribe to the channel for more heart-touching stories. Nobody paid attention to the man. His name was Nathan Carter. He was 42 years old, wore faded work boots, and carried the weight of life on his shoulders. His brown hair was beginning to gray at the temples, and dark circles under his eyes revealed years of sleepless nights. Nathan wasn't a famous engineer. He wasn't a millionaire inventor. He wasn't even employed by the company. He worked as a maintenance technician for a small repair shop nearly 30 miles away. Most people who saw him assumed he was just another blue-collar worker trying to get through the week. What they didn't know was that life had tested Nathan in ways most people could never imagine. 5 years earlier, his wife, Rebecca, had passed away after a sudden illness. Overnight, Nathan became the sole parent of his 8-year-old son, Caleb. The loss shattered him. For months, he barely functioned. Every morning was a battle. Every evening felt lonely. Every holiday carried an empty chair at the table. Yet somehow, Nathan kept moving forward. He packed school lunches. He attended parent-teacher meetings. He worked overtime whenever he could. And every night, after Caleb fell asleep, Nathan sat at an old workbench in his garage, repairing broken engines, studying technical manuals, and teaching himself everything he could about machines. Machines made sense to him. Unlike life, machines always had a reason for failing. Somewhere beneath every problem was an answer waiting to be discovered. That belief carried him through the darkest years of his life. Back at the Detroit factory, frustration had reached its breaking point. The company's leadership team had spent millions hiring consultants from across America. Experts flew in from California. Specialists arrived from Texas. Researchers came from Massachusetts. Yet every attempt failed. One engineer after another repeated the same painful conclusion. They had tried everything. Production losses exceeded $20 million. Customers were beginning to cancel contracts. The future of the company looked uncertain. That afternoon, Nathan happened to be delivering replacement components for another contractor working nearby. As he walked through the facility, he overheard workers discussing the broken machine. Something about the story caught his attention. Curiosity pulled him closer. He listened carefully. Then he quietly asked if he could take a look. The request triggered laughter. Not cruel laughter. Just disbelief. Why would a maintenance technician succeed where 100 highly trained engineers had failed? Several managers politely dismissed him. Others barely acknowledged him. But one exhausted supervisor named Michael Grant had reached the point where he no longer cared who tried. Nothing else had worked. What harm could one more pair of eyes do? Nathan approached the enormous machine. The crowd watched with amusement. Some folded their arms. Others exchanged skeptical smiles. A few engineers checked their phones, already expecting failure. Nathan didn't rush. He slowly walked around the machine. He studied every panel. He listened to its silence. He examined warning reports. He reviewed maintenance records. Minutes turned into hours. The crowd gradually lost interest. Yet Nathan remained focused. As daylight faded outside the factory windows, he finally opened the main access hood. The room grew quiet. Nathan leaned forward and stared into the maze of components. Then he noticed something. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't obvious. In fact, it was so small that hundreds of experts had overlooked it. A tiny vibration sensor sat slightly out of alignment. The difference measured less than a fraction of an inch. On paper, it appeared insignificant. But Nathan understood mechanical systems differently. Years of repairing worn-out equipment had taught him something many experts forget. Small problems can create enormous consequences. He traced the sensor's connection path. Then another path. Then another. The deeper he looked, the more convinced he became. The misalignment was creating false readings that triggered a cascade of protective shutdowns throughout the machine. The software wasn't broken. The hardware wasn't defective. The machine was responding exactly as it had been programmed. It was protecting itself from a danger that didn't actually exist. Nathan carefully adjusted the sensor. The room remained silent. Nobody wanted to get their hopes up. Then he stepped back. He nodded toward the control station. An operator pressed the start-up button. Nothing happened. Several engineers smirked. Then a low hum echoed through the factory. Heads turned. Lights flashed across the control panels. Hydraulic systems activated. Conveyor mechanisms moved. The giant machine came alive. For a moment, nobody spoke. The impossible had happened. After weeks of failure, the machine was running. Perfectly. The silence shattered into cheers. Workers applauded. Managers stared in disbelief.